Alright, so here we are. With episode 12, the final episode of Reborn as a vending machine. I now wander the dungeon. We are still in the Dead's Limit stratum, and we are going to aim for the boss, and I assume we are going to take down said boss and get the coin in this episode. We'll just have to see. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon, and early access to non-seasonal shows on my YouTube memberships. But other than that, let us get started. It appears to be the King of Souls. It's a big responsibility. Oh, no opening? Just a hand. Those corpses look like just that one kid from the last episode. Too bad she's not here, huh? Like oil. What? Other than the flammable skulls, huh? Damn, dude, man's just sitting there on his throne. Damn, dude, you can just specifically eliminate. And I guess the flaming skulls will just do the job for them, huh? They already got fire swords there. Hey! Oh, they did say he's got a lot of magic. But do you have the points, buddy? Ooh, he can speak! This man's got intelligence, unlike the other bosses that we've seen. Intelligence enough to speak anyways. If he's got all elemental power, is he the avatar? I misunderstood your power. He's a bone man using a bone staff. Cardboard. Woo! Jesus Christ. He's so focused on the... Well, I rely on something. Damn, dude, she's just gonna toss him. Okay. Holy shit, she just broke his hand! His stone hand throne! I thought she was just gonna toss BOXXO at him. Wow, it was just that easy, huh? But dude, Shui took a long fall. She's like, oh, she's fine. Was it really that easy, though? The King of Souls? I'm merely a stratum. Holy shit, dude. We just dropped a fucking void ball on him. Woo! Woo! 500! Woo! This man got enough points for that? Damn, dude. An immense amount of pressure. It's the superior users. Oh! The Netherlord. Oh, the coin. So he's like, oh, I'm just a stratum lord. Bye, just get... I thought he was just gonna destroy it. No, he drops it instead. I'm just doing my nature, eh? I miss you. I was like, I'm out of here. Or maybe he's trying to... Yeah, he's trying to do a flank attack. Jesus Christ, dude, that sword was very close. Soda? Or is that oil? Wait, if that's only a phantom, though, it... She's carrying all four of them. Alright, BOXXO'S gonna make it too slow. Drop him. Whoo! Gotta take out Hulumi. Oh. I guess he's taking out the competent ones. Or just you wait until you see what this vending machine can do. Oh my god. He's wagging his tail. That is very funny. Holy shit, she's over here having a fucking DBZ fight. Provide me with entertainment. How many points does he have left? I mean, he has at least like a million, right? How do you manage to make himself small enough that he slips out? Oh my god, you see the texture of those? How did he... I guess he's able to... Okay. We just never really seen him. He's able to launch items out, specifically. Oh, there goes his staff. I believe. This man just dipping? Come and seek vengeance anytime. Bye! See you later. Don't worry. BOXXO'S got a defibrillator in there somewhere. Yeah, why is it Hulumi and not Captain Carrier? Yeah, he knows what to do. Immediately get on them. Their fucking blood stopped pumping. Ah, you'll figure it out. Open it, man. Especially Hulumi's not here to figure it out for them. Just do it! Spend all the telekinesis. Oh. He's lit. He's lit. Is she able to understand that? He really has to do it himself. Ah, telekinesis. Move away from the body. Ooh. Do another one. She's got a little blush on her. Well, I mean, y'all were fighting the Netherlord, so... Alright. Bye, Shui, it's too late for you to... Shui just dies because they were too late on her. What happened to my shirt? Why is the bed positioned like this? Why is there so much space behind it? Is he the final boss? No, he's like the guy who just chill at the bottom. General, serving the Demon Lord. There's a Demon Lord here? Oh. We're not seeing Captain K's eyes or anything. What's he feeling, huh? Huh, I wasn't, but Hulumi definitely was. Oh. From the first episode. He better be. He literally gives you an unlimited supply of food. You know, yeah, I just... No, 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 no. Put up with life with Lamis. Oh my god, she's... Oh? Yeah, you wanna come join us? Let's go, my guy, let's go! Is he? He's got his fam group now? Oh, whoa, that's a little... Whew! Whew, that's a little too much! Whew, I don't know if I can protect 1,000 people. So desu. He's like, I have to be in a party of more than 100 people. I can't even handle 10. But now you've brought other people in danger. 3 days? And you're paying? With our own money. Damn. Man's out here not paying them and making them pay for their own shit. Oh, is she taking you back to the lake? Back to where y'all first met? Anyways, I'm abandoning you now. He's protected you many a times. A little bit of both, huh? Doesn't need telepathy or anything. Yeah, you literally use a revive spell on them. When I'm a vending machine. Damn, y'all kiss the vending machine? Yeah, kiss him too. A thank you kiss? What it? OMG. Wait. What? Just punch him instead. Oh, oh. What? Damn, maybe he should turn into a kissing vending machine. It is ridiculous. Oh, you know, I was talking about how if you're as a vending machine, you're gonna live forever. So like, we'll see how that goes, huh? Oh my god, can you believe that? There was a kiss scene. Hey yo, fucking BOXXO got he's got 3 kisses this episode. Whoa! He's got 3 thank you kisses. Hey yo, Hulumi is also like, hey, maybe you should also thank him now every now and then. Whoa! You gotta kiss a vending machine? God damn, dude. You know, when I read the I should be going back to the center. In fact, you know what? We're heading. Well, actually, no, I can't do this as much as I. All right, we're just gonna go back to the center. All right, so that was episode 12 of Reborn as a Vending Machine. I now wander the dungeon. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below, and let me know what you think about the anime as a whole. For me, when it comes to this episode, well, actually, I did want to talk about. The fucking the vending machine kissy scene. it's so funny because throughout the light novel, right, there's the idea of Llamas being in love with BOXXO, and I always just find that so funny because like, oh, BOXXO's literally a vending machine and Llamas is over here showcasing some sort of feeling towards him. And You know, it comes in on the idea of love transcends all. And in this case, you know, here's Lammus falling for a fucking vending machine. But then again, right? Humans, we sometimes just fall in love with inanimate objects. Like pillows, you know, like marrying your pillow as your wife or whatever, right? So shouldn't be that big a surprise, but man, I certainly don't remember this part in the light novel if it ever showcased us, because I swear if they did show this in the light novel, I definitely would remember Lammus kissing BOXXO, or even Hulumi or Shui at this point too. It's just, damn, dude, what a way to end this. What a way to end this episode. You know, with the announcement of season 2 and the fact that we're going to get a season 2, I would assume that we are going to learn just a tiny bit more about the world and everything, because they've told us in terms of the world is that there are multiple stratums, right, and each levels are very different from each other, and that at the bottom of the stratum that there's something that's going to grant you your wish, but you need coins, but also you need to conquer the place too. Like, nobody has ever really done that, and so it's like, okay, that's fine, that's whatever. And now here we are, after they defeated the King of Souls and everything, right? The battle that feels a little bit too easy as they defeated him, right? He goes and he says, "Who do you think I am? I'm just a stratum lord, but like you're fucking treaching upon other types of territory, and now we're getting an introduction to a demon lord, because of course we can't have." Well, I mean, I suppose that's also one of the things too, right? If it comes to these types of stories and settings where they've got like a fucking tower or something, right? I there's another one that I currently can't remember where it's well, actually, I'm probably just thinking of Mage and Demon Queen. Or there's just a demon, the demon, is it Demon Queen or is it Demon King? Anyways, yeah, there's a demon king who lives at the top of the tower and everything, so it's kind of like that, except it's underground, so I assume that perhaps the demon king is somewhere just chilling at the bottom, and then we have this general who is the Netherlord, and they just really they're really out here to showcase us that this man is not to be fucked with. He is extremely overpowered, and he basically just wiped out Hulumi and Shui if it isn't for BOXXO going and saving them. And like they didn't even defeat him, they just broke his staff, and he's just like, "Oh, you've broken my staff, that's very entertaining. Well, I've got my entertainment value now. Bye! Come and seek vengeance anytime." What a lad. I don't know why, this guy's voice, he sounds like someone who would be in, the Misfits of the Demon Kings, the Misfit of Demon Class Demon King, somewhere around there. Whatever that title is. But yeah, he definitely sounds and kind of looks like he should be in this in that anime. In fact, I'm gonna go and check, just because he's a bony boy. I don't know are there any other people who voice other bony boys other than the people that I know that's from other anime with bony people? God, I'm just really bad with those names right now. Overlord is one of them. They do not have him added on here, so that is unfortunate. But I do see that the source that they're using is the light novel. And so now I'm just kind of wondering, is the light novel continuing? I'll do that research outside of this, because if there is, then I'll have to figure out some way to obtain it and read it for whenever season 2 comes out. For this episode in general, I think that knowing that there is a season 2, I think that it does an alright job in setting up what's going to be season 2, right? Where we're introduced to newer enemies, and especially an enemy that BOXXO cannot defeat at the current moment, because as we've seen with all the other stratum lords, they're kind of almost easy peasy, albeit with BOXXO in the way that he is. He's just like, oh, maybe I just got lucky, but it's a little bit of luck, but it's also much more of his ingenuity. I don't know how to say that word. Ingenuity. Of just his thinking as a vending machine, and that's the reason why he's able to get out of situations, of dangerous situations that he brings himself in, or situations that his friends are in, and he's able to save them from that, right? He's able to think under pressure. So even though he's like, oh, maybe it's just been all luck, but it's really him taking action and actually doing it that's able to save all these people and able to save himself. So with all the other Stratum Lord, right, it's just like, okay, he fucking got him, but now here we are, going beyond Stratum Lord, right, we're going beyond that, we're going into Demon King territory, or Demon Lord territory now, and we've got our general, the Netherlord, who's just out here fucking chilling, and if they can't even defeat him right now, and he's serving the Demon Lord, what the heck? So it would be nice to see a lot more of what's going on in here, right? I do want to see more world building and everything. And so after that, we've kind of just got the after effect of them explaining to Director Bear about the Demon Lord, and that now they're going to have a meeting with all of the other Stratum directors. So I'll assume we'll also see that in the next season as well. With Meikyuu is still coming. We'll have to see if he's going to eventually conquer his social anxiety, especially if he's out here like, oh, I'm gonna defeat the Demon Lord, I'm gonna protect everyone. And then the band of gluttons are like, yeah, so anyways, there's probably gonna be like 1,000 people coming or whatever. Good luck. And then we had this final scene with the Menagerie of Fools, where we see Captain K. We did see him in the scene with Shui being dead and all, right? Worrying very much for her, and him going through this idea of like, well, fuck, I'm so used to doing all this shit myself, and I don't care if I die, but now I'm starting to realize that I'm bringing other people in danger, and like, I mean, it's their life, it shouldn't be my decision to figure out when they're going to die, right? If I die, it's gonna be on my own terms, but if they die, it might not be on their terms, so he doesn't want that for them. And and I'll be honest, when this happens, I'm just kind of like, oh, cool, shit, we're getting some sort of character development for this man. I mean, we kind of learned that he's got some sort of wish, but like, other than that, we kind of have that idea of like, oh, he's a little sus, or he's just a frugal man. He's just kind of a he's the captain that's like very easygoing and whatever, and that's why we have the vice captain Filmina, who is much more stoic and stern than him. And that's usually how that sort of combo works. But yeah, as we're starting to get a little bit more development for Captain K, all I can think of is, well, it's a good thing that I now know that there's going to be a season 2, so hopefully we'll take this character development and bring it on over to the next season. But if I didn't know that there was a season 2, my thoughts would be, I don't know, it's a little late. It's a little late for the character development, right? Especially for people who are never going to read the light novel, who are never going to read the manga. It's a little late. I don't know if this is gonna get them to want to read the fucking light novel or whatever, right? Although I will say, when he did this, all I could think about was Iruma. Season 2, boyos! But that's pretty much all I have to say about this episode. It certainly was a much more of a build-up to season 2, and and knowing that a season 2 is coming, I think that that's all right, But if this was just a standalone series of just one season, I would have a little bit more issue of it. But we'll just have to see how season 2 does it. It's kind of like an issue that I have with something like Lycoris Recoil, right? When the ending happened, and I was just like, well, this is kind of... it just felt like it just felt like nothing really happened. And if they had told me that Lycoris Recoil was going to get a season 2 or something, I'd be like, okay, maybe they can expand on this and tell me what the hell's going on, or how are they going to continue with whatever that was happening in Lycoris Recoil, right? But there wasn't really an announcement of season 2, and like I still don't know if there's going to be a season 2 of Lycoris Recoil. And so I'm just looking at that anime as a standalone, and it's also, you know, an original anime too, so there's no source or anything behind it. So I look at it as a standalone, and like the way that it ended, I'm just like, ugh, whatever. So that's kind of how I feel, right? If Reborn as a Vending Machine didn't get a second season, I'd have similar feelings as I would with Lycoris Recoil, but not in the way that the story in Lycoris Recoil went, but just in a familiar feeling. I mean, so there's that. But my thoughts on the anime as a whole, as I mentioned, I like the concept of this. The execution can be better, but I think that the concept and the idea of him of BOXXO being a vending machine, and the way that he has to figure out the things that he needs to do as a vending machine, I think that that's what really captures people. But the issue is that once you kind of have that and people are done being mesmerized by the concept, right? What else are you going to do? What else are you going to toss into it? Because when you really take away BOXXO, the world itself is very, I was gonna say stale, but it's not stale, but it's very much the same as other isekai type anime, right? The world feels very similar, the concept of the world and how there's multiple levels, stratums and such, and there's bosses on each stratums. It feels very familiar to other isekai. So it's I always bring back to the allegory, the comparison of food, right? Right, when it comes to isekais. BOXXO is like the seasoning to the food, and it gives this food that you've been eating for a while a sort of different flavor because of BOXXO. But if you take BOXXO away, that food that you're eating is literally the same. Let's say it's fried rice or whatever, right? Fried rice is isekai. You've been eating fried rice for a while, and like if you had not had the BOXXO seasoning, it would still be the same flavor, but because BOXXO is there, there's just some tangy feeling about it. There's maybe just some extra spice that kicks in the back of your throat or something, and you're like, I kind of like this, right? Even though it's the same food, I kind of like it. There's something just a tiny bit different about it. Maybe it's cumin or something. I don't like cumin, but so that's not a good comparison. If it was cumin, I'd be like, ugh. So that's how I feel about the world and like the concept of Reborn as a vending machine. And as I mentioned, like the idea of once people are kind of used to the idea of him being a vending machine and this is what he's going to do, you have to start showing us something more. And right now, here in episode 12, they're showing us something more, something beyond the Stratum Lords, as I mentioned, but it still kind of goes on the very typical ways of isekai or some other fantasy type anime, where there's a demon lord, you need to defeat the demon lord, or whatever. Maybe you don't need to defeat the demon lord, huh? Maybe the demon lord is the guy who grants you wishes, right? If you defeat him, who knows? In terms of that, right, they do need to do a little bit more in order to continue to capture people's attention, to which I guess that's also the other idea of, you know, romance between Lamis and BOXXO, which is just so funny. I still can't get over it. Look, BOXXO just maybe there's a kissing vending machine that he has at some point, right? It's like a kissing booth, except it's a kissing vending machine. Imagine that, you fucking pay $1 or $2 or whatever to kiss a vending machine. Who would invent that? Somebody has probably invented that. The way that I feel with the anime is that it really does feel like it kind of fizzles out towards the end of this. Especially like with episode 11, it was just kind of like, it was just there. And and it fizzles out in terms of the idea of BOXXO being a vending machine, but also fizzles out in the idea of not the idea. It also fizzles out in the animation quality as well. And at some points it gets like so bad that it's very noticeable. But man, it is not on the same level as like some other anime that I've seen. But it was sometimes it gets really close to being there. You can still kind of see it when they were showcasing the far away shots and the way that they drew Director Bear and stuff. Very funny. I don't really haven't really thought too much about the I haven't really thought too much about the music. It was probably there, but I feel like haven't really made any notes on it. And in terms of the characters, I do feel that they are very typical in the ways that they are, and that's in itself is not really a bad thing, you know, like because like we've got so many stories, we've got so many anime, so many isekais. Eventually we're going to have to start to recycle some things, and I think that that's okay for the most part, because I still like Lammis, even though, you know, she's not very different in if you were able to compare her to other characters, especially characters who use their fists, right? Monk style or whatever. There are a lot of characters who are kind of like her. The same goes with Hulumi, and then like with their backstory and all that, right? There's a lot of characters who have experienced that backstory, and then there's Shui, who eats a lot and whatever, right? And it's like, you've seen these characters before, but I think that they work and they fit well in the box that they are placed into. That's totally fine. I personally think that the weakest of the play of the weakest of everybody has to be Aka and Shiro, the fucking twins. They're really just there. Like, even Meikyuu, we knew more about him in and he was a late stage character. He came in like episode 9 or 10 or whatever, and we know more about him than we do Aka and Shiro. Fun times, dude, fun times. But we have like an entire cast of characters, as you can see in the opening when they show everybody. I mean, you can kind of see it in my in my character notes too, right? I've been writing just about everybody's name. There's a lot of fucking names on here, and also I've just these stuff on the bottoms are just names of like the stratums and towns and other important things that's not related to the characters. But yeah, there's a lot of characters. And an unfortunate thing is that because there's a lot of characters, you don't really are able to see all of them, but at the same time, sometimes it doesn't really matter, because they get the things, they get their own time, and then that's pretty much it, you know, kind of like Shirley, who's from the entertainment district. I thought that she's really cool, and I felt like we saw her a little bit more in the light novel, but maybe that's just my brain making things up. But I like Shuri. I like that Sori got her own little episode too, with her rival Kanashi and, you know, the little robot. She got half of an episode. Right? And like even Cario's got his like just small little segment where he ends up dating that girl who kind of looks like Komi. she was hiding behind him when everybody was going up to BOXXO. So there was that. And then I also feel like, other than Aka and Shiro, the other weak point that I find for me are the Voracious Devils, the band of gluttons. But I think that's just me not really caring for, I was gonna say furries for some reason. I don't really care much for these types of characters. the four bands of idiots. don't really care too much for them. And also, I already took back what I said about calling them furries. But like, I do like Director Bear, albeit he is very stale as his character. He's but you know, I think he still works fine in the way that it is. It's okay. And sometimes when it comes to anime, you know, as long as you give entertainment value for people and not people who want better things, right? People who are like, well, I've seen this before. I don't care much for, I just want something new, to which, you know, I do agree with people that's like, oh, I want something new, but at the same time, it's like there's just so many stories have been created. There's eventually we're going to get to the point where you have seen everything, right? You've seen everything before, and like you've seen how every single stories are structured before, and like you're gonna get to the point where, oh well, I've already seen this before, so I don't care about it, and I'm in the middle ground, right, where I do want to see something that's never been done before, but at the same time, if it's been done before, as long as it provides you with entertainment value, I think that's okay, because that's the whole point of TV shows and such, right? To bring you entertainment value and to make you not remember what you should be remembering. You know, make you forget about the world and forget about your life for a little bit, right? And be able to find yourself entertained in this place. But if you're the person who wants to watch more anime or shows that makes you think, then that's totally fine, right? That's totally fine. This is definitely not one of those shows that you want to think more about. Right? And I like shows that makes you think, but I also like shows like these. That's just purely entertainment, and I think that's totally fine. I don't know where I'm going on this rant about. I thought I was supposed to be talking about the anime. I mean, I guess I am talking about the anime. But I mean, to summarize, I think the concept's good, the execution could be better, and I definitely think it fizzles out towards the end. But we'll have to see how season 2 holds up. So until then, if I have anything else to say, I'll write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and especially if you've been sticking around for all 12 episodes. And I'll see you when I see you.